So we're looking at some seriously cool things today. I was wanting to wait till I got all of the figures from this line that I wanted, but I don't think I'm ever going to find them. They don't seem to be getting refreshments at my Five Below. I need Toucan Sam and Cornelius to get all the ones I want. I don't think I've ever seen the Eggo Waffle character. I don't remember it. I vaguely remember him. He was much later on. I definitely grew up with Tony the Tiger. And dig 'em. I almost bought the wrong one because I do not want the metallic one. I don't care about special ones. I want this one. So he's a Five Below. Yeah, they're all Five Below exclusives. And then, of course, if you go to your Five Below, or your Ross is right near Five Below, these were $11.99 for these two. I couldn't find Blueberry or anybody else. I would have even bought Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy, but I didn't grow up with those. I grew up with the three basic ones. So let's take a look at these smaller figures. Start with the one that I know the best, the Tony the Tiger. Now, taste of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Bring out the tiger in you and you. So yeah, this is definitely a character I remember from my childhood up till modern, because my dad loved Frosted Flakes. That was his favorite cereal. So this little character right here is just a plastic figurine. At first I was like, $5 for these? But I was like, you know what? If it was, I don't know. I mean, I like Smurf figures or smaller. If it was a little bit smaller, probably it'd be even more tempting. But these little figures right here, do I have my roller ready? They're a little bit on the bigger side for like the size of the figures I buy that are similar to this. He is about less than 3 inches tall. That's fine. He'll fit in with the, Imaginext characters, which makes him about 7 centimeters tall. So this Tony the Tiger, it's got paint all the way around. His hand is white right there, which is a little strange, but maybe that's the way they imagine his hand would look in a fist. So he's not exactly the same proportions that I'm used to seeing him, but at least he's not like the Wonder Woman metal ones that they make. I saw those metal versions of the DC superheroes, and I was like, gosh, their proportions are awful. Wonder Woman looks like a very manly woman. Not a fan of those. And here is the regular styled, if I said Kermit the Frog, dig 'em the frog. So on his cap, we see we have two colors. So we have a dark orange and a bright orange. He's got his little freckles on his face. Let me zoom in a little bit, so I'll have to keep pulling it closer to the camera. He's got a shirt that says dig 'em. His shoes are two different colors. So he's got a lot of paint apps. Now Tony has probably just as many. Let's see, we got black, white, red, blue, and yellow, all on the orange. Whereas he's got blue, yellow, darker green. Yeah, so he's probably got a few more color apps. And proportionally, I think that's a good size because, I don't know, I think a tiger should be bigger than dig 'em. But I think these are great. I think these will fit with the Imaginext characters really well. All right, now this is the one I'm not as familiar with, but I do kind of remember him having almost like a something Coco Monkey. It's Coco the Monkey. He's from, let me pull back out. He is from the Cocoa Krispies. And like I said, I think he was a later edition. I don't remember much about him. I wish they did come with cards with these. That's something they really should think about for the next wave. If there is a next wave, which as well as these things probably are selling. I mean, they're sold pretty quick at my store. I got these three and the other two I couldn't get a hold of. And I'm pretty sure they're popular with a lot of people. They should really give cards with them that give a little bit more information, like this character was created as this, he originally looked like this. That would be great. Like maybe on one side have the original picture with some biography, like originally created, and then like the modern, the one they chose or what they went with. Because this is obviously stylized, because he would be a lot more lanky and long, almost more human-like. And Coco Monkey, he's about the same scale, I guess, as I remember him. I don't remember him wearing pants though, so it's like I don't really remember much about him. Dig 'em, of course I remember dig 'em. So that's the three that I got. I also need to get Toucan Sam and Cornelius. Now Cornelius is another one. It's like, I think he is actually too old for me to remember, maybe. Toucan Sam, I mean, he's been around my childhood. So my childhood is really more Dig 'em, Tony the Tiger, and Toucan Sam, whereas I think Cornelius predates me, and Coco's a little bit on the I'm too old eat cereal. Now, unfortunately, the Count Chocula, I wish these were more like Smurf figures, but these are large articulated action figures. They come with a box of cereal, and for some reason, 2 heads. One looks like he's overly excited, and one looks like he's been, let me just put it this way, mellowed out. And over here with Frankenberry, he's also got a freaked out face and a more like, yeah, man, like, whoa, yeah, man. Like, he's got a box of Frankenberry. He's got big old hands. And I don't know. I mean, they're cool. I like them in the box like they are, so I'm not in a hurry to get these out. They do have like a little bit of a comic strip going on the back, which is probably on the back of a cereal box. And of course, their cover are their pictures and the picture of the toy. So there's only enough milk for 1 bowl. Who gets it? To be frank, my strawberry flavored cereal deserves the last bowl. I can't do his accent. It's like, I don't have a clue what he does. He's like, big hairy deal. I'm the wolf, something, something, something. And of course, he says something about treasure that hasn't been touched in years. That's the Yummy Mummy, which these two, I don't remember at all. I just remember in retrospect. And then, of course, the Count. Blah, I want to turn the milk chocolatey. So what was your favorite of the monster cereals? Because probably Frankenberry was my favorite. Count Chocula, I went through a phase of liking it. And of course, Boo Berry, I went through a phase of it. But I think Frankenberry, I always kind of like that strawberry taste. So, oh, it's not that hard to open, or else that's the way the box is messed up. No, it's not opening. It almost reminds me of when I was a kid, they had on the back of some of these, the little mascots you cut out of their faces, and you can pretend that you're wearing them. And on this, does anybody actually remember Eggo Waffle character? Because I don't remember this at all. So there are special ones. There's metallic ones, and then limited, like Chase edition with the blueberry waffle. Again, I don't remember anything about it. Which one was your favorite cereal growing up out of the 3, 4, 5 here? For me, probably Fruit Loops, because I'd eat these, but I get really tired of them really quick. Probably, I didn't eat Coco the Monkey. I didn't eat Cocoa Pebbles. I ate Cocoa Pebbles from the Flintstones. So I did like Cocoa Pebbles, which is probably the same thing as this. And I didn't really care for Tony the Tiger's Frosted Flakes. My dad was a huge eater of those. Cornelius, those things, I've had them. Ugh. You know, at summer camps, you would get the little cereal bowls. They were awful. They didn't have any sugar at all. That's probably why they fed them to us. Well, thanks for watching. And again, let me know if you picked up any of these and what your impressions are of them. Have a fantastic day.